Martin, Holland America Line has amazing Mediterranean cruises. When we go into all these different ports, as an overall theme, what is there to do?
Well, basically, Mediterranean is worldwide known, I would say, for its history, culture, and then joie de vivre, as the French people would say, which is the happiness of life, joy of life.
Tell me about Corsica.
Well, in history, it was changing the hands quite a few times. Let me tell you that it starts from the Roman times, when it was already known as a rich and populated island, going through the medieval times when it was fought over by peasants, Italians, Spanish and French, then coming to being the part of France, and a very strong point, Napoleon was born in Ajaccio, which is capital of Corsica, and only in the modern times Corsica kind of caught their breath, and now you can really explore it fully. It is a French culture, it is a French taxes, it is French rules, so it's like you're in France, but it's better.
Monaco, really fascinating place. One of the smallest countries in the world, the lavish lifestyle, the money. Tell me about Monaco.
Well, Monaco has this air. You can really, when you see Marina, the yachts in there, I mean, each of them has a space for a helicopter. Now, when it comes to a destination as a cruise ship, Monaco is a fantastic gateway to the Côte d'Azur, which is the Golden Coast or French Riviera. It's just a very convenient place to go. And then again, who does not want to walk on the streets where the Princess Grace walks? That's all right there. Livorno itself is a major commercial port, so it has some history, but the major fact is Florence and Pisa, and this is the gateway to Tuscany.
Tuscany, extremely famous for its food, its wine, its castles.
The best place to go will be like little villas out there in the countryside, because as much as there's many castles, they specialize in this classical Tuscany villas. When you go there, you'll have this dinner, you'll have this wine, you'll have the perfect mixture. There is something for everybody there.
Tunisia, really unique place. Not what you would typically expect from a part of Africa.
I always like to put Tunisia in perspective when it comes to traveling North Africa, because North Africa will have a couple of countries normal being visited, and Tunisia is, I would call it, most tourist friendly. I would say it's a very good balance for somebody who wants to be introduced into the North African Muslim countries, and then if you like it, you can go for more real things. If you want just to stay with the luxury part, it's all there as well. When you see a lot of the islands, they are small, they are limited in space to construct. But then there's not that many people living there. On the contrary, Malta was always heavily inhabited, heavily fought over. So whenever you turn around, you have fortifications, you have churches, you have constructions going there, and usually it's from the medieval times. So enter the history, enter the size of it. I mean, you should really go there and see it, you know, those white walls, the white fortifications. It really does have an impact. It's so much different than the other islands. I'm passionate about pizza in Naples. I mean, I love it, and whenever I go to pizza, my agent waits with the pizza for me and everything. The fertility of the land, because Vesuvius is a volcano. Whenever you spit the volcanic ash, it's a fertile soil. Then you start with the Romans, who appreciate the wine, and bingo, you have the place with the gorgeous food, best wine, a lot of sun. Nobody really wants to work there.
Do you blame them?
Rome is the capital of the modern world as we know it. My advice, whenever somebody asks me about Rome, is that Rome was not built in a day. It cannot be seen in a day. They constructed the first empire as we know. The law that we are using, it's deriving from the Codex Romano, from the Roman law. The Latin is practically in every language, so we have so much to look for to Rome and the Roman Empire. So that's why Rome is so important. You can only imagine how great it was in the old times, when that was truly the biggest city in the world. That was like the only one city in the world at the time.
Martin, you are an insane fountain of knowledge in the Mediterranean. Thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.